Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
And he returns this to the 22.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 114 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 86 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd down, Griffin looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Chambers. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The Steelers at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Maynard.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need, however possible.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run on first down. Maynard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Second and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chambers. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They go play action with Griffin. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Gross. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Thompson between the tackles. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Looking to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The gun, Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Griffin. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Griffin on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Griffin.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On second down, it's Patton, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. Maynard, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
On 1st down, Maynard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Griffin. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patton. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. J.J. McCarthy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 31-24, the final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos able to get back to 500. Don't write them off just yet, as they move to 5-5 with the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Maynard, he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Second down and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 19 on a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Maynard, he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They give it here to Thompson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
A throw over the middle taken in. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Hand off to Thompson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Griffin going for the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle they go. Maynard, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Griffin to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll run on first down. Maynard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out come the Steelers.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Griffin. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chambers. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Maynard. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They'll run on first down. Maynard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
With a catch made, it's Patton.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go, first and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here it is, fourth and goal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On second down now, Maynard. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.